As tensions between Russia and the West continue to escalate, Moscow is increasingly looking to Beijing as a key partner in its bid to counterbalance Western pressure. This comes amid stalled nuclear talks between world powers and Western allies and a slew of diplomatic failures. On Tuesday, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met with his Chinese counterpart, Wang Yi, in an effort to bolster bilateral ties. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and tap that bell icon. Let's keep going. Both ministers stressed the importance of their countries' cooperation in the face of Western sanctions and what they called attempts by the United States and its allies to contain their development. It was the first time that the two foreign ministers have met since President Xi Jinping secured a record third term as president last month, cementing his status as China's paramount leader. Now, just weeks after the conclusion of the 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, which saw Xi Jinping secure an unprecedented third term in power, the Chinese foreign minister set out what he described as the guiding principles for China's foreign policy in the next 5 years. The comments came as Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, arrived in Beijing for high-level political consultations with senior Chinese officials. According to a readout from China's foreign ministry, Wang underscored that both countries need to strengthen solidarity and support each other on issues concerning their respective core interests and major concerns. The two sides, he said, should enhance coordination on international affairs and continue to firmly support each other in safeguarding the international system with the UN at its core, and uphold the international order based on the purposes and principles of the UN Charter. Wang also emphasized the importance of deepening practical cooperation in various fields, including trade, investment, transportation, energy, and people-to-people exchanges. For his part, Lavrov conveyed President Vladimir Putin's greetings to Xi and reaffirmed Russia's commitment to developing its comprehensive strategic partnership of coordination with China. He also thanked China for its consistent position on the Ukrainian crisis, which has seen Beijing abstain from condemning Russia's actions and step up purchases of Russian energy. The recent high-level diplomatic engagements between Russia and China come amid a backdrop of heightened tensions between the West and Russia, following Moscow's decision to recognize the independence of the Donbas region in eastern Ukraine and subsequently launch a demilitarization campaign. The United States and its allies have responded by imposing sweeping sanctions on Russia in an attempt to force it to change its behavior. However, these efforts have been largely unsuccessful and have only served to drive Russia closer to countries such as China and Iran, who share similar grievances over what they perceive as Western hegemony, and who have also been subjected to crippling sanctions regimes. Now, the strengthening ties between Russia and China have been on full display in recent months. In September, during Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's previous visit to Beijing, both countries signed a major cooperation agreement on the sidelines of the Eastern Economic Forum in Vladivostok. The deal covers a wide range of areas, including trade, investment, transportation, and energy. It also reaffirmed their commitment to deepening political coordination on issues of mutual interest, which saw both countries issue a joint statement calling for a multipolar world. And last month, both countries carried out major joint military drills in a show of force that underscored their growing defense ties. The exercises involved thousands of troops and were the largest joint drills since 2019. And just last week, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu visited Pyongyang to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and discuss military cooperation. This comes as North Korea has ramped up its weapons tests in recent months, drawing condemnation from world leaders and the United Nations. However, despite these condemnations, Russia has continued to support North Korea, providing it with food and other humanitarian aid. Now, while some have criticized Russia's decision to align itself so closely with countries such as China and Iran, particularly in the face of overwhelming Western pressure, others have argued that it is simply a pragmatic response to perceived encirclement and hostility from the West. Only time will tell how these partnerships evolve and what impact they will have on the future of international relations. The bond between Russia, China, and Iran is definitely going to stay in the spotlight as global powers deal with the twists and turns of our fast-changing world. Now, what do you think of this new alliance between Russia, China, and Iran? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more insightful content.